Scorpio, this is going to be your August bi-weekly. So this energy will run through today all the way through mid-August. Then I'll do another check-in mid-August through the end of August, okay? But keep in mind that time is malleable, not going to be the same for everyone, but that's the time frame that I've set for this reading. So it is a you versus them. I'm going to pull cards on you, Scorpio, what your hopes, fears, next steps are. Then I'm going to pull cards on the person external to you, what their hopes, fears, next steps are. Just keep in mind that it's not always intimate love. It's generally who is most prominent in your life over the next 2 weeks or so. So it certainly could be intimate love that it resonates with. It could be an ex. It could be a family member. It could be a friend, a child, a coworker, you name it. So keep an open mind during the reading as to who it may resonate with. Also, check out my other YouTube, Tarot Talks with Dana, link down below. Also, check out my merchandise, linked down below, and my social media accounts as well for some other fun stuff, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. The overall shared energy between you and the person you're dealing with is Queen of Swords energy, okay? So Scorpio, you could be embodying that energy, and or the person you're dealing with might be embodying that energy. It's air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It talks about independence. So independence might be a really important message for you or vibe for you this upcoming 2 weeks. Might be starting off August kind of cutting the bullshit out of your life, excuse my language, or cutting people out of your life that no longer serve you. Vice versa, somebody could be doing this to you. Keep in mind it can be interchangeable because it is a general read. But let's go ahead and get started with your overall energy, which is the Tower. Okay, I'm trying to cover that up. Now, the Tower represents Scorpio, one of the cards that represents Scorpio in this deck. So I actually like that it came out as your overall energy in the upright. So Scorpio, you're definitely going to be in your Scorpio element starting August. You know, the Mercury retrograde is just about over. And so a lot of people are kind of getting back into feeling like themselves again. And so I feel that energy here with you. Of course, you know, the Tower can also sometimes represent having a period of instability. So for some reason, I feel like that's where you're coming from, not where you're headed. So this might be the energy that you're leaving behind here towards the end of July, coming into August, but I'll clarify and see. All right. So the person you're dealing with, they have Judgment as their overall energy. So this person might be, you know, making some decisions here. You may get communication about this because the Queen of Swords is typically a communicative type of energy. But I do sense like an overall message here about vulnerability and judgment. So that could be good or bad. This person might make you feel vulnerable and judged, or you, they. Because those two words stuck out to me in particular. So we will see how you view the person you're dealing with here, Scorpio. Okay, so you have the Six of Pentacles, Knave of Wands, and how you view this person. So I feel like you view this person as, you know, focused elsewhere. For some of you, this person might be focused on their money, their career, things like that. For a few of you, it could be another person. But the reason I say that is the Six of Pentacles has a different meaning in this deck. Okay, so you see there's a person on the outskirts and she's not paying attention. Male or female. It's a general reading. So it's like someone is, you know, focused elsewhere. That's kind of what you feel with this person. With the Knave of Wands here, I feel like this is a very, it's a new energy. It's somewhat of a youthful energy, but it also can be somewhat like immature or impulsive. And so for some reason, this isn't how you view this person. This person might be having some new beginnings quite literally in their life, particularly in the financial sector, but doesn't have to be. And you're watching that, or you're aware of that. How this person views you. So this person views you as the Lovers card, Two of Swords, the Star card, Six of Swords. So Gemini, Aquarius energy out now. It's almost like they view you as being protective, you know, or maybe not sharing all of what you feel, or maybe not communicating at all for a few of you. There's been a decision to be made to emotionally distance yourself, or this person has made that decision, but I see that here. I feel like this person, you know, underneath of this knows that you are making the decision to heal either within yourself or relationships around you, but yet being somewhat I want to say the word covert so bad, but I don't think that's the actual word. Being somewhat like protective over this, or not willing to share, you know, your thoughts or your emotions or something to that effect. They know that you're moving on or moving forward. Okay, so I'm going to clarify all of these and get more specific here in a minute, but that's kind of the general energy. So end of this time period, what is Scorpio's energy? Oh, nice. Okay. Well, it started out nice and then it got weird. But isn't that the story of a Scorpio's life? I say that with love. I'm kidding. The Sun card here and the Emperor. And then the Seven of Swords. So I don't care for that. But I feel like Scorpio, I saw the Sun card in your last weekly reading. And actually this week, like towards the end of July, beginning of August, looked pretty good. So I see that, you know, there's happiness to be had here. I feel like it's like a mixture of wanting to be connected, wanting to be loved, being lovable, and then totally disconnecting, you know, totally disconnecting for whatever reason that is. And it's like a sense of detachment, you know. So some of you, if you're partnered to this person, it's, yeah, like a mixture of being hopeful, being optimistic, and then disappointed or detached, or like, what the hell? And so that could be like the dynamic in this relationship if you're in a relationship with this person, or you have two different situations going on in your life. For some of you, one that brings you happiness. Okay, yes, like things are good. And then the other one is like this part of your life that is somewhat got you feeling disconnected, okay? Could be deceit going on here, but I'll clarify and see what that's about. To me, the Seven of Swords in this deck talks about covering up emotion, which I saw that's how this person saw you. But of course, the traditional meaning of the Seven of Swords could mean outright deceit. So we'll see. Ooh. Misfire. Okay. Person you're dealing with. Energy. Oh, wow. Okay, so they have the Ace of Cups followed by the Ten of Swords. And then I had an additional card pop out, the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like this person is, their energy that they're embodying come the middle of August is like this feeling totally betrayed in love, you know, or backstabbed, or they've done that to you, you know. There might be like a new beginning here. For some of you, this person might be trying to offer something to you, or in their own life, they may have things being offered to them, particularly financial things, but this could also mean a new beginning of any sort or commitment, whether it's with you or not with you. But the overwhelming feeling is that of the Ten of Swords. So it's like they have love here, you know, but it's unexpressed because either they have other things going on in their life that put them in this energy, or you do. Or you do each other, you know, for some of you. So I'm definitely going to clarify this because these are really intense cards that I have out here, and see what it's about. Also, I'm definitely seeing an Aries Scorpio link in this reading. Very similar. So go check out the Aries reading if you're dealing with an Aries. But like I said, I also have a few other zodiac signs out here. I have Leo, I have Aquarius, I have Gemini, and Aries so far. Nor the Scorpio for some of you. What's Judgment? What's the Six of Pentacles? Oh, wow. And the Sun. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit deeper now into the situation. And tell you what I see. Seven of Swords, please. Oh, wow. I have the Emperor over the Emperor. So yeah, Scorpio, over your own card to start the month out, I have the Five of Swords. Didn't I say that? I feel like some of you, you know, are ending July or coming out of the sense of defeat, the sense of being unstable. There might have been some conflict here. Somebody might have felt that way about you, and just kind of cutting that out, like totally cutting it out, whether of your heart, your mind, or like a literal person, place, thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the person you were dealing with is like a combative personality. Someone that makes you feel judged or vulnerable or has done that in the past, okay? And I feel like with the Page of Pentacles here, this person is also moving forward, but in a more methodical, slower way than you. You're kind of like the more like Swords energy, where you're just like, you know, done. And this person's more like slow and steady wins the race, you know what I'm saying? And or for some of you, if you've had like conflict or even an ending with this person, they may be coming forward to you with this new beginning, new opportunity, because I saw that here. But yet it still ends in the Ten of Swords, or the Ten of Swords is impacting that new beginning, the sense of either something else going on in this person's life that's impacting this, or a sense of betrayal or an ending with you. So over the Six of Pentacles and how you see them, I got the Ten of Swords again and the Lovers card. So some of you have definitely had an ending with whoever this is. And or there's been conflict here. There's definitely trust issues, okay? It might have been with the Lovers here. It's like a decision that this person made that made you view them that way. All right? And I just feel like that's what this Two of Swords is on your side. So they view you as this. Look at this person. They're like, don't come near me. I'm not talking. No talking. You know? Or just being like super guarded in how you treat this person or people in general, you know? Oftentimes, when we have like deep-seated trust issues as humans, we tend to let that bleed out into all of our relationships, not just one. And so some of you, that's what you've allowed to happen to you, or this person has allowed that to happen to them. You know? So I wanted to know what the Sun was about. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Devil card, Capricorn energy here. So I feel like, Scorpio, there's a sense of happiness here. Oops. Messed up my camera. There's a sense of happiness here. And wanting to come together. You know, if you're literally dealing with a Leo or a Capricorn, I feel that message more strong. But it doesn't have to be that sign because it's a general reading. It's going to drive me crazy. Sorry. ADD. Anyways. Yeah, I feel that message stronger if you're dealing with those two signs. But for some of you, it's like what you're finding happiness in is being independent again. And that is the message that was the overall shared energy here. Independence. And so I feel like that's what you're working on building up. Your sense of, like, I just heard the word solvent. So like some of you want to be financially solvent or just more secure in being able to take care of self, you know. I do feel like the blockage here is some sort of either codependencies, addictions, or like a codependent person even could be the person you're dealing with, that kind of blocks that. But I feel like that's what you're heavily wanting to focus on for these next 2 weeks. And I feel like, Scorpio, if you are able to do that, and build on that, whether that's self-love or, you know, love with another person that's in your life, it looks good. You know, it stabilizes things to some degree or another. But then you want to go, whether consciously or subconsciously for some reason, into the Emperor, Seven of Swords. So if you're a female Scorpio, I feel like if you're dealing with an Emperor type of male that's emotionally distant and there's lies here or things being withheld, that's the barrier. That's what's keeping you from obtaining as the happiness that you could have, you know. And that's a very specific group of you, Scorpio females, but I see that here. If you're a Scorpio male, it's you that's getting in your own way, okay? Because this is masculine energy here. By being, you know, deceptive and or covering up your own dissatisfaction or emotions because of the need to be in control. Okay? Or just simply, you know, not being in touch with your emotions, which it sounds impossible for a Scorpio who dwells in emotion, but some of you might have closed that off, you know, with particularly like addictions. Not all of you. So if you're not in that group, you know you're not in that group. Some of you, it's just that your mind goes elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel that, you know, there's two different messages there, whether you're a male, if you're a male or female. Either way, the person that you're dealing with here, they have a lot of emotion as well. And I feel like they have a lot of love to give, or they're feeling emotionally fulfilled, but on the surface, they're showing you the King of Swords, whether they're male or female. So they might be very cut and dry, you know, may not talk to you at all. And or they can be, you know, a mixture of both, just like you, where like, it's like, I have a lot of love for you, but I'll also cut you where you stand. You know what I'm saying? So it could be one of the two. Either they're not willing to communicate that, or they're being protective over that, or they kind of go back and forth. And I think it's stemming from the Six of Cups, 10 of Swords. So I do think this is somebody that you have a lot of history with. This is not a new person in your life, Scorpio. I feel like this person might have a lot of issues literally going on, stemming back from childhood or with a child, or you might, for a group of you. For another group of you, it's that you have a past history with this person where either you've betrayed them or they betrayed you, or you both did that to each other. You both stabbed each other in the back, and now it's like, yeah, I have these feelings, but they might as well not be, you know, whether that's you or them, but I feel it on their side mostly. But I do want to know why the Ace of Pentacles, so I'm going to clarify that one real quick. So 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this person's putting a lot of focus into working on themselves as well. And that was the guidance for you, Scorpio. There might be an emotional or physical distance here between you and this person, or it just signifies a moving forward. But they saw you as moving forward too. So if you look at it this way, no, the camera switches it around, sorry. Well, I can't get right. Yeah, both moving forward. Both moving forward. This is how they saw you. This is in their future energy. Oops. So, I think that the overall message here is, you know, Scorpio, you have some really good things in store for you over the next 2 weeks, and you have some things to be worked on, but I feel most of it's internal to you, okay? So, it starts with you. At the bottom of your deck, you have the 10 of Cups here. So that's complete emotional fulfillment, a lot of family, a lot of friends. You might be finding a lot of happiness in that arena of your life, or it's available to you if you're open to it. over the next 2 weeks in particular, especially with the Magician here, you know, being able to manifest. You're in manifestation mode. You've not had that probably at your disposal, or at least felt that way over the July period, because I see you're coming out of the Five of Swords. But it's here, you know. But it's like, how do you want to deal with it? Because there's a lot of self-love needed here. There's also a needing to temper like moods or emotions, and not be so back and forth like I see here, between one high and another low, you know, a high and a low. And then at the bottom of that, again, Star card here, healing. It's a healing energy. It's a healing vibe, and all available to you. Okay, so I actually really like that. But, you know, you have free will, Scorpio, so how you choose to use that energy and how it turns out is totally up to you. Because like I said, on the other side of that pendulum, particularly if you're a Scorpio man, but it can be either or, there's a blockage here of, you know, either a person that's blocking that, but they can't block that unless you allow them, or you know, by keeping secrets and wanting to be in control and deceit. It's going to bring down the vibe, right? So we always have a choice here. So let me know how that resonated with you, Scorpio. The zodiac signs that I have out that you could be dealing with in the next 2 weeks is like another Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So those are the predominant zodiac signs that I see for you. Please let me know how this resonated for you, and I wish you the very, very best. Until next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.